Hey, y'all, want to get on and encourage y'all real quick. Now, this is some to y'all who have, like, you wasn't married, you was in a relationship, and you was good to that person, and they still decided to cheat on you, and this and this and that. First of all, I want to tell you, it's not your fault. You know, sometimes we'll be like, oh, well, what if I could have did this or I could have did that? Some people, you can literally be the perfect person to them. You can literally respect them, give them everything they need. But when a person heart not right, it ain't no telling what they will do. I'm telling y'all that. Some of y'all are good people. Like, you really held that man down. If you were a man, you held that woman down. You did everything that anybody else would consider right. And some of y'all, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Some of y'all, if you had the right person, they would. Let me, let me, I got to say this because I need y'all to hear me. Some of y'all are so good, but if you had the right person, you would never want for anything. Do you hear me? It's some of y'all that are so good to that man or was so good to that man. Some of y'all men that was so good to that woman and they still cheated on you. They still did you wrong. But if you would have had the right woman, you would have had the right man, baby, that man would have gave you everything. That man would have gave you everything, because what people don't understand, when you take advantage of somebody like that does right by you and loves you and respects you and treats you a certain type of way, what good you think finna happen to you when you literally take advantage of a good person? What can you expect good to happen for you? There's not a lot of good people walking around here. People don't understand it. They take advantage because sometimes God will place something before you because you don't understand how fragile it is. Not fragile like an egg, but fragile like a bomb, like for real. They're fragile and they're important to God. And some people have fumbled what God has placed before them because of their own insecurities, because of their own displaced desires and just stupid things, not being able to evolve and grow and get out of a childlike mindset. And God has literally given people great people, and they fumbled them because they didn't even know how to take care of them, because they didn't appreciate nothing until they didn't have it anymore. I'm telling y'all, it's real life. And some of y'all don't hold your head down like, well, I feel like, what if I could have did this and this and that? It's nothing you could have done because that person was already a messed up person. When you have given somebody all of you, when you have really loved a man, respected a man, did everything you can for a man, and given him you know what I'm saying? Like, respected him on a different type of level. Like, this me and you, he cheat on you, baby. He wasn't from the beginning. He wasn't nothing from the beginning. And most of the time, you're dealing with narcissistic men when you come into situations like that, because they draw you in. Most narcissistic men, they draw you in. They love bomb you. One of the first things they're going to tell you is, I love you. That's how they pull you in. They listen to the pain that you went through and they build off of it. That's why you got to be careful when you're meeting people telling them your business. Because a lot of these men will hear your story and they will take it and use it against you. And you'll be like, well, you might be like, how they use it against you? Because they come and feel like, they make you feel like they the best thing since sliced bread and they your savior. They make it seem like they better than the last person that did you wrong. The whole time they're a snake. And there you go, giving that man everything and being a certain type of way because you feel like, oh, God didn't bless me now. I got the man that I desire. I got the man that I want. The whole time he is wolf in sheep clothing. That's why you got to be careful. I told y'all, when a man's heart ain't right, it ain't no telling what he'll do. Some people out here in this world are literally messed up. I read a story the other day, or probably a couple months ago, I'm talking about the other day, where a lady had married a man and he was stealing from people. It was like a whole bunch of stuff going on, like with the man. And I was like, wow, like, it's really people out here that just really don't care how they treat people. Like, I think me being a certain type of way, and I can guarantee it to you, a lot of people that watch my videos are a certain type of way. You just a good person. And sometimes you get tired of being good to people that don't appreciate it. Because in a part of you be like, they need to get with somebody that's like them and let them see how it feels. Because when you ride for somebody, I'm telling y'all, it's a different type of level when you feel like I have been all that I could be to a person and they still did me a certain type of way. You go to looking at people different because everybody not built like you. Everybody is not built like you. A lot of us want people, we wish that people were a certain type of way. Because we are a certain type of way. People with big hearts, you wish a person was a certain type of way because you're a certain type of way. You can't even believe people be acting a certain type of way. Because you're not that type of person, but they really out here. So I want to encourage y'all, if you gave a man everything, you did the best you could, you really worked hard for your marriage, for your relationship, and they still cheated, they still did you a certain type of way, hold your head up high on your way out. A man that marry a woman that do right by him and treat him right and respect him, and he still do her wrong, he got the answer to. Can't do people like that. You got to be careful. Some people are special to God, and He don't play about them. I remember going through my divorce, and I tell people this story a couple of times. When I was going through my divorce and my ex-husband was cheating, baby, he was going through it. He was going through. He bought a motorcycle. He fell off of it. He bought a car. He ended up crashing it. He was going through hell. He was going through it. Disobedient. Treating your family in this type of way. Walking away from your family. What type of protection do you have from God when you out of order? Baby, you out there on your own, and that's a dangerous place to be at. I want to be under the protection of God any day. I don't play about my life. But I've seen it in more stuff that I can talk about. More stuff. He ended up getting in a relationship, was staying in a relationship with the mistress, and went through hell. Because you got to be careful how you treat people. You don't know who somebody is and who they are to God. You got somebody praying for you and being a certain type of way and loving you and respecting you, and you go and cheat on them and treat them any kind of way. What you expect good to come in your life? You think you ain't gonna have to eat what you did to somebody else or your children? One of them gonna have to deal with it. It's real life, and I'm speaking facts, y'all. So hold your head up high. You got to walk away from a situation, and then you know you did your best. You keep your head up and you move on, baby. I'm telling you, you're going to be okay. But that person that did you wrong, they got to live with that. They got to live with mistreating a person that God gave them. Because sometimes I'm telling you, God will give a good person to somebody. They really will. He really will. To see how you going to treat it. Some of y'all fumble good people. And some of y'all were fumbled, and now you got a heart of revenge. You angry. You got to let that go. Because there's a man out there, I'm telling you, that will love you, girl, and appreciate you cooking his dinner. He appreciate you scratching his back. He appreciate you respecting him. I'm telling you. He appreciate everything you did for him. He will appreciate you praying for him. He will appreciate it. Don't keep your head down no more. You're gonna be all right. Love y'all.